That's where you going with that?
Go there.
We going with the team. The fucking he about to go play in Australia. Hold on, don't bring him up no.
So like, I'm not denying what you're saying is not true. But Hartenstein,
whether you believe he's efficient or not, considering his play style, it's not.
Josh Hart was the MVP of the series. He was there, and he wasn't scoring.
You had all the goddamn barbecue brisket for your little bitch ass down in Dallas for your
3-point shooter. So having that next to Jalen Brunson and OG is very.
Hey, yo, what is good, family? What's good? Damn, why, Elijah? Damn, the shirt. What, man? This suit and tie, man. You don't see this? What the hell? Zeno, where's your camera? Where's yours?
I'm not doing this shit. No, I'm retiring, bro.
I'm retiring is crazy. Zeno, where's your camera? What the fuck? Anyway, all right. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Hoopsters podcast, episode 3 of the off season, and we're gonna be talking about two teams, as you can see on the title. It'll be the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Clippers. And boy, oh boy, we got some shit to talk about. Real quick, I'm just gonna check on my brothers real quick. If y'all bear with me real quick. Elijah, man, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah. Zine, you know what? At work, finally wrapped everything up. They made me a trainer. I don't know. I don't know how to fuck to train. So the person was sitting there the whole time, like, hey, what should we do? And I'm like, bitch, just follow me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just you know what I'm saying? Just follow my lead. Like, I'm just doing what I'm doing. But other than that, I mean, everything else was cool. We got everything wrapped up, but I'm ready to get this show on the road because I do want to talk. I want to throw something out there real quick. We'll start. I was gonna do this in the middle, but I want to start off with this. Jayson Tatum, Larry Bird, Paul Pierce, start bench cut. What we doing?
2024 rules?
No. Let's find a happy medium. Let's do 2008 rules.
2008. I am starting Jayson Tatum. I'm benching Larry Bird, and I'm cutting Paul Pierce.
Ooh. Okay, so wait. All right, so why? Why? I thought this was gonna be a different. This is gonna be a different answer. Hold on.
even with the 2008 rules, I think Larry Bird's game is just gonna be a little bit underdeveloped for the time.
Okay.
I think he'd still be a really good player. I just don't think he'd be at the peak of his powers. I think Jayson Tatum, in an era where he's forced to not have the spacing that he has, Jayson Tatum in an era where we don't have like LeBron would look like a really, really, really good playmaker with ball handling skills who could spread the floor at a really good rate. Because if he shoots 35%, he's almost an elite spacer at that point.
That is true.
On high volume, he has the mid range and he has the athleticism. I'm taking Jayson Tatum there. The only thing you don't take is the mentality wise. If you put Jayson Tatum in 2008, he looks like the second coming of Kobe, and I think that's everything he'd ever want.
If you put, I'm not gonna lie to you. Because we remember what Paul Pierce in his prime looked like. If you put him in like a 2008 era where the pace started to speed up a little bit, the bigs weren't nearly as dominant as they were during the early 2000s. Dare I say, I think the floor opens up just enough for Paul Pierce to be like maybe a little more impactful on the scoring front. And I don't think the playmaking gap between Jayson Tatum and Paul Pierce is like nearly as big.
But the defense.
But Tatum clears. But I mean, but come on. The scoring resiliency of Paul Pierce, that has to count for something, right?
It does. But I'd rather have the play. Once again, I think that playmaking wise, Larry Bird's the best playmaker here. I think.
Agreed. Obviously.
I think defense wise, he's the best or second best defender here, depending on how you look at it. And then I think he is and then you want to talk about intangibles. I think he's the best intangibles guy here. So I'm taking him over Paul Pierce. Even if he might give you a little bit less of a scoring punch than Paul Pierce would.
Okay. I think both of them are within the same range skill wise because I think what Paul Pierce lacks on the defensive end, he can make up for on those scoring end. And I think what Jayson Tatum lacks on the offensive end, he more than makes up on the rebounding and defensive end. So I'm not mad at it. Real quick, the chat has spoken as well. What's good, family? DFJ Hoops. We appreciate you for tuning in, brother. You know it's always love. You're more than welcome to join whenever you please. He says, start Larry, bench Jayson, cut Paul. So he agrees with you. All right. I guess. All right. My man, College 81, what's good, family? What's good? I'm glad to be back. Tiffany said, salute everyone. Salute, mama. We love having you here. Paul Pierce getting cut, period. Why y'all disrespect them like that? I don't know.
Hey, bro, we just tell him the truth. We just tell him the truth,
disrespecting. Like at some point, Paul Pierce got to get his love. Anyway,
does he know? That's never happened.
Zeno, you late to the party, bitch. Anyway, Cottage 81 also asked us, is Paul George better than Carmelo Anthony? Real quick, I'm gonna throw the lob. I'm gonna throw the lob to the guy that just got here.
Yeah, I hate you so much for that. Yes,
was I wrong though?
I'll put peak Paul George. Actually, put me on the big screen.
Okay.
Damn! Actually, I'm literally logging into my phone as we're speaking, so I can get a face to this face. Just move on to the conversation, and I'll go back to this question. Just give me a few seconds.
I can't. He asked for the solos.
I was gonna solo it, but like I trying to get ready. Chill,
bro. Okay, look.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
If we're talking peak for peak,
of course,
Paul George had the higher peak. If we're talking all time, like longevity, whether it over their body of work, I'm taking Carmelo Anthony. I would take him without hesitation. But that peak in I think 2019 Paul George, that's up there with a lot of the better peaks.
I don't know if it's a hot take, but I'm taking Paul George's peak and his longevity over Carmelo Anthony. If you tell me that I get a player that can be versatile defensively, knows that he's not a number one option.
Does he?
So wait.
Does he?
You know, Paul George knows he's not a number one. You know,
but you saw that contract. Paul, bro.
Yeah, he want to get paid number one. He want to get paid like a number one, but he knows he's not a number one.
He did not.
And then on top of that, okay, we want to talk about the circumstances of where Carmelo Anthony was demanding money. Oh, okay.
He was the number one, but
but he didn't deserve to be. We know he was not good enough.
But he was.
He was not good enough to be. That is crazy. What the fuck? Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. That boy was like one. He was one more point away from joining that boy. Anyway. You know what? I'll leave it up to Boss Man.
How about
here.
you, P5? If you, Jesus,
but if we're being honest with ourselves, Paul George was able to be a better playmaker, a much better defender. Like he clears him in those aspects. As far as scoring wise, even though as an isolation scorer, I give it to Carmelo. Are we really gonna sit here and say that Carmelo Anthony was just that much better of a scorer than Paul George?
It depends on what year you're talking about, because I think overall, yeah. But I think if you take certain years of Paul George has the conversation.
I think anything post 2014, Paul George was producing was as good, if not better, than what Carmelo was performing or was giving you.
I disagree. I think
Anything post 2014 after he broke his leg, I that's crazy to say, but after Paul George broke his leg, I think actually that ended up being a blessing in disguise because they ended up making him hone in on
B5,
other
I
aspects
sent
of
it
his
to you in
of his
DMs on
skills,
Discord.
which made him that much better. So I'm saying from when he came back, 2016 all the way up to now. So that's 8 years. I'll take that 8 years of Paul George, including the years before he broke his leg, when he was still ultra athletic while giving you ultra defense, like ultra. Nigga, what is up with hoodies? What's up?
Wait,
Damn.
Karen for your thing, and then wait. I was gonna move him up, and then I was gonna give him a little bit like an intro, man. You can't just.
He don't need
throw
no
him up
damn
here.
intro. This is P5. Everybody knows what
Stop,
P5
bro.
is.
Karen.
Okay, all right. Anyway, but yeah, long story short, I'll take Paul George's longevity over Carmelo, because even when he was at his worst and he was just a raw athlete, he was still providing things that Carmelo wasn't providing anywhere near the caliber.
You think Paul George was a playmaker pre-2014?
Oh, hell no. But defensively, yes, I think he absolutely did.
All
I
right.
think
We
pre-2014,
also
the scoring
actually
was not there.
inviting.
The scoring wasn't the level of Melo.
Not even close.
If it's I won't argue that. But but even still, if I'm bringing a net positive on that aspect, where on the other side of the spectrum, Carmelo's not giving you anything on the defensive end, like, I'll take it. Like, if Paul George is giving me still a positive offensively, it wasn't like he was a negative. It was just he wasn't the caliber of score as Carmelo. But on the defensive end, I'm providing far more value than Carmelo Anthony.
That's cool.
Like, come on now.
I feel like his main thing was the defense, though. That was the reason he was getting accolades pre-2014. That was the reason he was getting All-NBAs, All-Stars, All Defensives, was because of the defense only. If you look at it, he was like an efficient 17, 18 guy, really good defense.
Yeah.
And then you compare that to the 30, I think it was like a 32 point per game Melo at the time. It's not as big of a
Was that
gap.
what it was?
I believe so.
I'll check.
I believe so.
Hello.
I think you're talking about 2012.
I think
But
peak of Melo's
Happy
scoring
Vibe-
powers, he was at 30
Yo,
point per game.
casual. Long time no speak.
Man,
Wait,
you be
that's
busy
me,
these days, man. You be
Yeah,
busy
that's
these
me.
days.
I was incorrect. He was a 29.
It was
point per game
20. Yeah, you were talking about 2013. That was
guy. He did it
28.7.
in 2007 and 2013. He was a 29 point per game guy.
Oh no, well, yeah.
So I think peak of Melo's scoring ability matches up with similarly to Paul George in 2014, and then you go into the later parts of his career where he's a little bit worse defensively.
He's still he was always terrible defensively. Come on now.
No, I'm talking about Paul George. Where he's a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit worse defensively. He's
I got you, DFJ.
He's a slightly better playmaker. I think he improved his scoring a lot more. I think it turned. I feel like it equals out a little bit more than you're saying it does. But maybe I just value defense less. That's fine.
That the defense was almost everything to me. Well, I won't lie and say it's almost everything, but it weighs heavy.
And your Bucks only got like 3 defenders on their team. It's crazy.
You
If
know
casual
what?
knows anything about me, I'm not the biggest Melo guy either. So
Hey, P5, that you already know. we got a clip that's looming around. People still ain't happy with us for our takes on Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson. So, Paul George. Paul is. I'll pose the question to you and Zeno. You guys can tag team this. Cottage 81. Fuck.
Hey,
my
what
God.
team this?
Cottage 81 says, is Paul George better than Carmelo Anthony?
Hey, what team this?
Hmm?
You need help, bro.
You got it, dog. You got it, dog.
I'm so
that's
confused.
I mean, casual. Let's just move on from it. All right, gang. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not. Look. I'm not gonna let you put yourself into a bit of a hole. I'm not gonna do that. So let's just answer the
man. He wants the answer. Answer the man's question. Come on.
I mean, if I had to rank them all time, honestly, I might still have. because again, I'm just not a big Carmelo Anthony guy. You know, if it's peak for peak, I'm taking Paul George. I'm taking. I mean, whatever you want to say, PG's peak is, whether that's like the latter days of his Pacer days, or if that's his peak year in OKC, right?
His peak is in OKC.
I would take his peak year in OKC, but I think that
that's stupid. Okay.
I think that if we were to go through like their entire
What is wrong
career, I think it becomes a little bit closer. If you're a big longevity guy, you can go Melo. Even though I think Paul George also has longevity, I think that I'm gonna take Paul George, and the reason why is because I think PG he provided more value over a long period of time than Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony might have more longevity than Paul George overall, but if I'm taking into account the defensive impact, if I'm taking into account the fact that he was able to improve offensively.
Let me ask you this: when do you think Carmelo's prime ended?
I could say his prime ended. I can't remember if it was like 2012 or 2013.
13? You think his prime ended?
I might be a little. I might be a little confused on like my timeline of Carmelo Anthony here, but I know towards the mid 2010s it started to slow down a little bit for Carmelo Anthony.
I think his prime ended in 2014.
I was going to say 2016, 17.
I'll just say around like the mid 2010s because I think
that's when you saw like a significant drop in Carmelo Anthony as a player.
Yeah, and I think his
prime, the reason why I don't think 2016 to 2015 belongs as like his prime is because that's when the efficiency started to drop to like, even for his standards, abnormal levels. Like when it takes you 19 shots to get 21, I think that's a fine time to cut your prime. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say 2014, because even in 2014, I think that was the year that he dropped like 60 something, 60, 62.
Definitely the mid.
So his scoring ability was definitely still there.
Yeah,
they wasted that man prime.
15, I think he just stopped being an impactful player.
To be fair, he kind of did it. He kind of
did it to himself. He did it to himself. You're right.
Not completely, bro.
There was some
teams that were around him.
He had Jason. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Courtney Lee teams, bro. Them
he had Jason Kidd. He had Jason Kidd. He had J.R. Smith, Amon Shumpert. I think it was Tyson Chandler, and within one summer after they got beat in the second round by I think it was the Indiana Pacers. Yeah, they ended up scrapping that entire thing. Jason Kidd ended up retiring, and that's all they needed to see because J.R. Smith got and Amon Shumpert ended up battling with rotational minutes. Fucking Mike Brown, I think he ended up getting put on the hot seat for no fucking reason. Tyson Chandler ended up being let go. Like it was just crazy. It was craziness.
I just think that Carmelo picked the wrong New York team to go to. But even then, I think it's a lose-lose either way for Carmelo Anthony going to the Nets or the Knicks in the 2010s either way. So I mean,
yeah, it was really bad.
I think
this is what happened when you go home.
I think if Carmelo just actually just waited till the offseason to get traded there and not lose so much draft capital in because I remember it was something to do with like he wanted to play there and didn't really want to wait. He wanted to just go there straight up. Was he?
I think it was more so on the Knicks because
it was a lot of turmoil with the Nuggets organization, I believe. I don't
think the Knicks wanted to hurry up and get a deal done.
I remember it. It was the Nuggets were trying to rebuild with him being on the team, and he didn't want to go through that. That was one thing, and it was also him pressuring the Knicks to trade for him, of course. And by doing so, they traded away a lot of the assets that could have helped him when he was on the Knicks. And he could have just waited for the rest of the year to end and then get paid on the Knicks. But he chose not to. He wanted to get on the trade. That's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah, because reports are coming out, I think that – because I'm just looking back on it, researching. Apparently the Nets came up as a potential situation for Carmelo Anthony in that offseason. And the Knicks were afraid they would lose Carmelo to the Nets. So they went ahead and just hurried up and traded everything to get Carmelo Anthony. But yeah, I think that's kind of what happened. The Knicks pulled the gun too soon, I think, and Carmelo kind of did it to himself a little bit.
Cottage says Tyson Chandler was a great defender. Casual, bruh. Nobody disagrees.
No.
Tyson Chandler was a fantastic defender. It's just he was in a bad situation where he couldn't be maximized, and that tends to be the case for players of his caliber. Even during that 2011 Mavericks run in the NBA Finals, man. Again, nobody disagrees. So
Casual,
let's
did you say
let's
Tyson Chandler wasn't a great defender?
say it again. No, I did not.
Oh,
Real
no,
quick, though.
He did, but let's just
I did. Stop! Shut the fuck up.
What an instigator.
Real quick, I just want to show you. I want to show you guys, just a real quick highlight of a player we're gonna be talking about for the Celtics, team. Jayson Tatum.
Oh.
So after, he's really good at basketball. So after coming
really?
from yes, he's really good. You see, don't be a hater. See, I can't do this. I'm gonna find a different co-host. After coming off of a season of averaging 27, 8, and 5, and then going into the postseason, and albeit we understand the drop off rather significantly, they were able to somehow win the championship. Who knew, right? With a team of 3 potential all defensive caliber players. But who knew? And he ended up winning the championship. He didn't get the finals MVP, but it sort of got me asking myself, and I wanted to ask you guys, where does Jayson Tatum rank for the Boston Celtics all time at his best? Like, if everything goes right for him, where does he rank in the all-time hierarchy of the Boston Celtics? I'm gonna pass it to you, Zeno.
I'd have to sit down and think about it. You have Larry Bird. You have Larry Bird. You have safe. I would say probably top 5, but Larry Bird, Bill Russell. You have Havlicek. You have what's my torture chamber? What's
Let
the
me
name?
know if you need some help.
Torture chamber. Huh?
I said Dave Cowan. Shout out Dave Cowan.
Yeah, you got
That's
it, dog.
Yeah, you
I was talking about. I was talking about. I was talking about the power forward. The power
It
forward
gets rough
on the
out here for
Celtic
them.
team.
Kevin McHale?
Kevin Mikal. Yeah, that's 4.
KG, Paul Pierce. They played there long enough.
I'll give Paul
Chat, help
Pierce.
him
I
out.
don't think.
Help him out.
I
Okay.
don't think KG. I don't
I
think
think
KG.
DFG says DFJ. God damn. Says Bird,
DFG,
Russell,
bro.
Havlicek, Collins, and McHale.
I'm so convinced. This real quick. I'm so convinced. Niggas only know about Dave Cowens because of 2K. Tell me one time anyone has said, "Let me watch this new Dave Cowens game." Nobody.
No one brings up Dave
Niggas can tell me
Cowens.
his number, bro. Niggas can tell me his number
This
right
is a
now.
casual take, man. This is a casual take. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm
This
kind
is
of
casual take, bro.
I'm
This is casual take.
kind of in agreement to top left. I've never seen a Dave Cowan's game before. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. Nobody can talk about Dave Cowens, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like a casual take, man. It sounds
I've
like a
never
casual
seen
take.
I know he was. I know
Hey.
he was a really good rebounder. I hear, but that's about it.
Shout out
What
to
is Dave
Casual.
Cowens' number right now? Tell me.
Shout out to Casual, by the way.
Huh?
And he was in Larry Bird's book, and I read it, so that's how I know about Dave Cowens.
Yeah, he's probably around. Yeah, I was gonna say safe top 5. Actually, safe should have been top 10. But I thought I was a bit
Safest top 10, yeah.
Yeah, but he's around what 6, 7. Right now.
Yeah. To me personally, the reason why I asked this question, I think at his best, because these are the players that I came up with. I like Bill Russell, Larry Bird, John Havlicek are the obvious 3, right? And I don't think he'll catch up to those guys. Paul Pierce is the guy that I'm like.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Yeah,
Paul Pierce is the guy that I'm looking at and I'm saying, can he catch you? Because he outside of, even though he has the Finals MVP, and he does have some he has some scoring years that are like they're pretty impressive. They're actually very underrated. I don't think that he has the longevity if Jayson Tatum does this shit the right way to be able to keep up for long. And that's where I'm at. Miss Tiffany says Bob Cousy. Bob Cousy is like 5th for me.
Not moved by that board.
But I'm not even gonna lie to you, Miss Tiffany. He is still alive. Didn't he shit on somebody this year? He shit on Kyrie Irving, didn't he?
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, he shit on Kyrie Irving. We know he's still alive. But the reason why I can't
a white man shitting on a black man.
That's crazy. The reason why I don't really think that he has like a true case above where he is, because I think he's 5th all time. If we're just completely removing context and we're just looking at stats and achievements, I'll give him 5th. I'll give him 5th because the spot that belongs. The spot that belongs 5th rightfully to me is Kevin McHale. I think Kevin McHale is there. But if you feel like Bob Cousy's there and you're just biased towards the achievements and the numbers he was putting up, I guess. But even still, it's not like Jayson Tatum isn't matching achievement right now with Bob Cousy.
Bob Cousy is the John Stockton of the 50s and 60s, and we can just leave it at that.
Sadly,
I don't even think I think you being too mean to John Stockton, because that nigga was providing defense. What was Bob Cousy providing outside scoring?
He was passing. No, he could pass. He was a passer.
Okay.
His little weak ass passes. He had he could dribble with 2 hands. He could
shout out Red Auerbach, making niggas look like money. I don't know.
Making niggas look like
money. Wow. No. I mean, according to that one ESPN guy, he's better than Chris Paul. I mean,
I can't with y'all. See, this is when the trolling gets too damn far for y'all. Okay. Look. Okay. So you said that. So Chad, I want you guys to join in on this, because there is some people that have been unimpressed with this championship that they won.
Me.
And so one of the things that I was told was that the 2014 Boston Celtics title run is Mickey.
2014?
Fair or 2024. I'm sorry. Fair or foul? I'm going to go with Elijah first.
I got you back. No worries, I got you back.
I don't think it was unimpressive. I just think that people wanted this team to be worse than they were. That's all. Like, they were expecting a team that didn't know how to do anything, that was going to fold in round after round, similar to how the 2018 did, where they went 7 games with like every team that they played against, even though they were clearly looking like the best team. And that's just not what happened. This team was way too good to fail. Every person on the team could step up and win you a game at any given time, and that's exactly what they did. They also played injured players. I'm not unimpressed, but I'm also not like excited. It wasn't like it didn't have my heart racing. It is what it is.
Probably the most boring championship I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was just about to come to you. P5, is dubbing this title run unimpressive fair or foul after the Celtics won every series rather convincingly this past postseason?
The fact, again, injured teams, right? But I don't want to ever say any team winning a championship is unimpressive.
It got dark as soon as we did.
Hey, no. You can zoom back in. I'm at the full screen. I got the white.
Okay.
It's crazy to me because I don't want to call it unimpressive. I don't think any championship run is unimpressive. because at the end of the day, you still have to play the game, you still have to perform, still have to do all those type of things. And what they did to the Mavericks, I think, was impressive. But at the same time, like, it's just it's crazy because the Celtics truly did outmatch every single team in the Eastern Conference this year. I truly felt like there was no team in the East that had any chance against Boston. I felt like Boston matched up pretty convincingly with everybody in the conference, with their wings, with how they played defense, with how they played offense. And I feel like the fact that they did it against teams that had injured players is kind of clouding the minds of people, like, oh, this team only won because, you know, Donovan Mitchell got hurt, or Tyrese Halliburton got hurt, or Jimmy Butler got hurt, right? And I think that's kind of made people think that it's pretty unimpressive. But at the same time, the way that they just completely dominated every single series and how well put together this team is, it is impressive how they built this team. It is impressive how they performed. And it is impressive how they performed in the NBA Finals, very much so. They destroyed the Mavericks. Let's be honest here. Absolutely destroyed them. They had that Game 4 hiccup, and Game 2 was close because the Mavericks made like a 2-minute run at the end of the game. They dominated the Mavericks in the NBA Finals, and I think that was the series where they kind of shut up a lot of people. Oh, they only played hurt teams. The Mavericks went through this team, and they went through that team. And I'm not going to lie. I was one of the guys I was one of the people that was caught up in the Luka Kyrie stuff. I thought they would just overcome Boston. I was wrong. I was very wrong, and I kind of hate myself for it because I thought I was smarter than that. But I just think Boston built. I just think Boston.
You're never smart
of any team that you can build around Jayson Tatum and the flaws that he does have and does still have. I think that Boston built the absolute perfect team around him. The perfect team.
As my friend Leaf would say, you're never smarter than the league itself. If the league wants you to win, they'll let you win. Zeno, if somebody came to you and told you that the Boston Celtics ring was Mickey, what would you say? This nigga's nasty.
All right. Well, do you want me to put on my hate hat or my real hat? Which one?
Man, fuck it. We got time today. Give me a hating hat. We got time today. Give me the hating hat.
Bro. When I say this ring is so unimpressive, oh my god. This ring makes the Mickey ring in 2020 look like a hard championship for. I hope you know this. Yo, every team they went against, their best player got injured. Outside of the actually wait, no.
That was already hurt going into the series.
Luka was hurt in that series as well. So they literally fought teams without their best player being fully healthy. The first series, they did not see Jimmy Butler for 1 second of the game. The second series, they saw D Mitch for 2 games out of the 4-5. The third series, they saw my guy Halliburton for 3 out of like the 4-ish games. How many games did he play? Was it 3 out of 4, right? And then it was 2.
It was 2, wasn't it?
Was it 1.5?
Yeah, it was like 1.5. It was 1.5. It was 1 3/4. 1 3/4 because remember he went down. He went down in
1.5.
Yeah.
And then at the finals, he doesn't even play. He doesn't even play a fully healthy Luka. Now it's cooked, bro. They're cooked. They're cooked, bro. Nah, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The fact that this shit is, oh my god, bro.
Bro, this is crazy. Yo. W hate. Hey, I want you to know you'll be on TikTok by the end of the week. You'll be on TikTok by the end of the week. Wait on it, brother. Wait on it, brother.
Let me finish this statement. Let me finish this statement. Hey, let me finish this statement. Hey, I pray that any other team could have had the love and care for the league like the Celtics does to get 52 people get injured in their playoff run, and somehow they'll end up in the finals and still win. You see, I wish the Sixers had that ability. I wish the Knicks could even have that.
Shit.
I wish
it's funny. You knew it was coming.
But guess what? it had to be the Celtics. Nah, that's crazy, bro.
I
This
want
is
you to
some
know.
nasty
I want
work.
you to know. I want you to know. You have somebody that apparently is beefing with you anyway, because of comments like that. Because there's a fellow Philadelphia fan that thinks that you're an Embiid apologist.
I don't know what that
What
word
say
means.
about this?
Do they know that I usually don't argue with them like Embiid's issues? Like, yo, if you have like Embiid lower and it's because of injury, I never argue it because I understand, yo, if your list is based on health, I can't argue Embiid health. He doesn't understand how to stay healthy in the postseason. I can't argue that. So whereas why is Mars cooking Dre?
I don't know why Mars is going. Mars is going absurd for no reason. What did we do?
Why is Mars torching me in the chat?
What the fuck?
Yeah, but sorry, I'm about to cry.
No. Oh my god!
I can't say if he actually is like playing lower to his standards because of injury. I can't argue that. Now, the things that I do argue is if you have a fully healthy list and you have an Embiid, if you have an Embiid about what's called lower than what should be expected, I'm gonna argue that because that's just stupid. That's just literally it.
So then, all right. So let's get back on topic, guys. So
yeah,
the Boston Celtics, as like we just talked about it. I mean, that championship was relatively easy to get with their talent to their opposing team's talent gap, and then add that to the fact that their opposing teams were dealing with injuries either before they met them in the playoffs or as they were playing them, a la the Cleveland Cavaliers. I want to ask you, going into next season with the moves that we see going on, who's the biggest threat to stopping the Boston Celtics from repeating as champions? I'm gonna throw this out to any of you guys to pick up.
I mean, you know how I feel. You know how I feel with that shit. So.
You think?
Wait. So you think the Knicks are the ones?
No. Troll him! Oh my god!
Don't let me get toxic in here, bro. Don't let me be a super fan.
I hate casual so much, bro.
The teams in the West,
Zeno wants to, bro. I want to know. You can troll all you want to. I want to know the truth. How you really feel? Say how you really feel.
He feels about the Thunder. That's what he feels.
I'll say this: the teams that are the biggest threats to the Celtics wear orange and blue. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. The teams that are the biggest threats to the Celtics.
OKC.
In the East is the Knicks. In the
West, the Knicks don't wear orange and blue, no. Do they? Is that one of the kids?
Yeah, they've always worn orange and blue.
What the fuck are you talking about,
Zeno?
Buddy?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wait. Elijah, why did he try to break the fourth wall looking at the camera? What the fuck?
I know you remember that orange and blue when we took it over in your state. I'm
gonna be real with you here. That wasn't even a troll. I completely forgot. I'm gonna be real with you.
Zeno. Zeno's not. He's not on his A game together. Wait, what are we talking about? DFJ's in the chat. Yeah. He's saying the Sixers are the biggest threat to the Celtics.
I think the Thunder is.
Elijah, Zeno, do you agree with that?
I think the Thunder is.
I think
if it's not the Thunder, I think in the East it's the Sixers, but I think the Thunder is.
Okay, what exactly? Because as we know, they were able to acquire Paul George, which we're going to talk about later on in the episode. But what do you think that looks like for the Philadelphia
Sixers
versus Boston?
Matchup? One of the biggest issues when it comes to dealing with the Boston Celtics is that they can space the floor at all 5 levels at a good to great level. So your big is going to get pulled out of paint. Now, I think the team that we have right now, outside of Maxey, is versatile enough to be able to switch enough positions that we won't be losing, bleeding, like we won't be having as much defensive communication issues. I think that is one thing, because as you know, like they do like mismatch attacking And Embiid also being one of the best paint protectors in the league is also going to bring immense value when they do try and drive in. Now, is that going to change the fact that KP is going to now post up on like Maxi and shoot 20 billion% from the mid range? Nope. But I'm going to pray that he's not just going to keep getting Maxi mismatches. Just going to have to pray for that. I think we also just have a different abilities to actually hurt them as well on offense. Like the DHOs that we do run, it's going to be really good for because both Maxi and Paul George are really good catch and shoot players. I think that's one of the biggest things that I think is going to be really helpful for us. There's more I can go into, but let's move on.
No, and I get picture because I know we passed the 76ers like I want to say 2 weeks ago. On the last I think the first episode of the off season, so I wanted to give you a chance to be able to talk about that. We got to talk about Jayson Tatum and where he could be able to be potentially all time, but we didn't get to talk about the actual Finals MVP. I'm talking about Jaylen Brown.
You mean Drew Holiday? I'm talking
about Mr. Jaylen Brown. I'm talking about JB. I'm talking about JB. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about him.
Shout out Sam Hauser.
You're a nasty individual. Stop it. You stop it right now.
Shout out to
answer this question. Answer this question. Potentially. Where does Jaylen Brown rank for the Boston Celtics all time?
Maybe
15?
Maybe top
20?
10? Maybe top 10.
Wherever the fuck KG's at. Put that nigga right around there.
Where's K? Wait a minute.
Where the fuck KG at? Put him right around there.
Yo.
Kevin Garnett isn't even top 10. Well, no, he is. But he's like 10th or 9th.
That's exactly where that nigga
Top
JB
15?
could be.
Top 15?
Top 15 for sure, but
He's better than Ray Allen.
Who's the better
he's definitely
Celtic?
better. He's greater.
Does he know? No, let me
Who's
check.
the better Celtic? Jaylen Brown or Dennis Johnson?
Jaylen Brown.
Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson? Come on
I'm
now.
going Jaylen Brown.
Does he know?
Dennis Johnson.
Yeah, Dennis Johnson. Come on.
I feel like tenure matters. How long you were on the team matters.
If the impact,
Is that not the reason why most people don't have LeBron James as like the best Miami Heat of all time? Because he only played there for a couple of years compared to D Wade.
That's the reason why I don't think Kawhi is the greatest Raptor of all time.
Yeah.
No, he definitely is the best Raptor of all time.
No, I think it's Kyle.
I think it's Kyle Lowry as well. I think the tenure
poverty
matters.
franchise.
We're getting sidetracked.
Okay.
Franchise deserves to.
I agree that tenure does matter, but it does come a point if you're there for like a substantial amount of time, like a respectable amount of time, and you influence or you impact that team in an aspect in which nobody has ever and still to this day has not been able to replicate. I think that holds value. A la the Vince Carter situation, the Vince Carter conversation with the Toronto Raptors. The way that he was able to influence the entire country with his play, like that has to be taken into account, right?
Then he's a better Raptor. Then he's a better Raptor than Kyle Lowry. Then that's what I'm saying.
I think the same arguments could be made for guys like if we're going that route and influence. I mean, as much as people don't like him, DeMar DeRozan set an entire culture for the Raptors, and it was a winning culture throughout the 2010s and maybe a couple years in the early 2020s. Who knows?
Hey, Kawhi came to that team and set a culture too. Championship. That's what he said.
And then he left.
And then immediately left. The culture was not
okay.
there.
But
he set
the culture and then left.
He came to a team with a culture of success and winning that was built by DeRozan and Lowry.
No. It's culture. His culture was
LeBron Toronto of consistency, success, winning, and then they just weren't good enough to win. So then they brought Kawhi over, who is good enough to win. And with Kyle Lowry still on that team from the previous year, Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, they brought it. They had Valanciunas at the start, flipped him for Marc Gasol, and then they won a championship. And then he left. And the Raptors were still good. after he left until I think a year later. But then, because that's why I think tenure does matter, because I think Kawhi came to a situation that was already kind of built up and already kind of had the reputation of success in Toronto because they were built up by DeRozan and Lowry. That's why I think DeRozan and Lowry are the top 2 Raptors of all time. And I think Kyle Lowry is better than DeRozan because he stayed longer. So, I mean, that's kind of
I don't know. I think I get if you're weighing longevity that much.
For only teams.
Ultimately, what did they do? What did they do as far as impact on the franchise?
Hey man, all that franchise became was LeBron.
And like Sturdy said it best. Sturdy said it best. There's a difference between being the best person who played for your franchise versus a person who contributed more to your franchise. So I think
Lowry would
be talking about the Celtics all time, no?
Huh? Oh no! I thought they were talking about the Raptors. They were talking about the Raptors.
But like we're talking about all time players for that team. I would like if someone had a really high peak season in the NBA and then someone had 10 years of really good seasons, I'm putting the guy who had really good 10 seasons over the guy that had one peak season. That's just
yeah. I mean, that's such an extreme. That's such an extreme.
That's an extreme.
No, it's not. That's extreme.
Let's say this. I have an example. I have a hypothetical to say.
Hold on. Keep up. Go ahead.
If we take the New York Knicks of 1990s, we know how great Patrick Ewing was. We know how great John Starks was. If we take Michael Jordan and put him on that team for 1 year and they win a championship, is Michael Jordan now the greatest Knick of all time over Patrick Ewing after he leaves after 1 year?
No, because I'm pretty sure they at least at one point they get to the
go ahead.
Actually, I'll be real with you. I'm kind of trolling when I say it was called Kawhi's the best Raptor. It's just funny to say a guy been in your team.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that side. That's why I'm like y'all arguing extremes on my side, because I'm not saying if you play for 1 year and you were amazing for that 1 year, all of a sudden you supersede all the prior player that was there for 10 years. No, I will never say Kawhi Leonard is a greater Raptor than DeMar DeRozan or Kyle Lowry or Vince Carter just because he was able to win. But will I say that Vince Carter is greater than DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry because the impact and influence he had on that entire country for the duration that he was there? Yes, I absolutely will.
I would also.
It wasn't like he wasn't productive. I think a legit argument. No, it's not an argument. Vince Carter was the best Toronto Raptor prior to Kawhi Leonard coming. He's the best. Toronto Raptor player.
Would you say that the way Vince Carter left Toronto has any impact on that at all? The way he left, because he didn't just leave; he left in James Harden fashion. And then we talk about Kyle Lowry and DeRozan.
But you don't really. I don't think in the grand scheme of this conversation, I don't think it truly matters, because we're talking about what they were able to do for that franchise. Okay. And albeit the way that he left was James Harden-esque. Well, really, it was the original James Harden. But the what he was able to do prior to that was able to keep Toronto afloat for 7 years. For 7 years until DeMar DeRozan was able to grow into his own.
And I think what DeRozan and Lowry did was I think they led Toronto to the most successful stretch of basketball the Raptors have ever had.
Agreed.
They've ever had. From 2014, I want to say, is the year they played the Nets in the first round, to like 2020, and even going into 2022, because in 2021 they were back because they were in Tampa, and then 2022 Lowry was gone. So from 2014 to like 2020, that is the most successful stretch of Raptors basketball that they've ever had, and that is anchored by guys like Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. And yes, Kawhi was there, and Kawhi. Because you already said Kawhi wasn't the best.
He was, right?
Oh, come on, Zeno. Come on. What are we doing? I think because from a criteria standpoint, even from separate teams to all-time players in general, I think influence matters, and that's why I think Vince Carter does have an argument here. I'm not mad at you for saying Vince Carter is the best Raptor of all time. It's just, for me, the way that he left And it's also for me that I don't think he led that team to the success that DeRozan and Lowry did, and I don't think he set the culture there that DeRozan and Lowry did.
Y'all hear that?
I heard it. Yeah, I heard it. I don't know what that was.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
But then also even from like a leadership standpoint, a culture setting standpoint, I think DeRozan and Lowry, or either one of the two, really, are the golden standard for a franchise when it comes to that aspect. When DeRozan got there, he was a leader. He set a culture of winning, and it wasn't successful because they weren't good enough. But that culture was there, and that culture is what allowed them to win in 2019 with Kawhi Leonard, I believe. Because, I think that's the case, and I think that trumps Vince Carter, who was there for a little while. He was good, and he was great for Toronto, and he did bring a lot of influence to that country of Canada. But at the end of the day, I don't think it trumps Lowry and DeRozan leading the Raptors to the most successful stretch they've ever had. That's my point. That's just my point, though.
And the culture was permanent. The culture that they set is still there, even though the team isn't as good.
Fred VanVleet ruined it, though. I'm not gonna lie. Fred VanVleet.
Man, shout out to Pascal Siakam, man. That's the true goat. Anyway,
Scotty Barnes gonna be the new face. I'm just saying that now. You gonna say that about Scotty Barnes 5-10 years later? Well, I'm actually not trolling. I'm actually not trolling here.
I agree. I 1,000%.
I agree with you. I said yeah.
No. I'm talking about Mr. Casual on the top left.
Nigga, I can't sign. God damn.
You see how he's now acting all defensive over it. We all saw it, right? We also.
I heard it.
And shut this nigga up.
Zeno,
I'm tired of him, bro. I'm tired of him. I'm so tired of him. Anyway, so real quick, let's get through these chats because we got to move on to the Los Angeles Clippers. So Cottage 81 says Zeno was objective from the start, bruh. He battling for you.
Nigga, he said
this comes after DFJ. This comes after DFJ says first time Zeno was more objective. Then DFJ says KG is top 10. Definitely you being a casual right now. Casual. I could have sworn we all agreed that Kevin Garnett was top 10 all time. It's just 9 or 10, right?
No, you didn't.
Yeah. 9 or 10 above or behind Jaylen Brown. That's it.
Yeah, and Kevin Mikal. Ace 30 says, okay, we read that. He said, example, LeBron is the best Heat player ever. Wade is the greatest Heat ever.
Does he know? All right, stop.
Who's gonna tell him?
I'll stop.
DFJ says facts. Autism says, what do you think here? What did he ask? Oh, is LeBron overrated? Oh, he asked 30. Sturdy, answer that in the chat. LU. He asked me and Zeno. Oh, he said great stream. Okay. And then he also says 1,000,000,000,000,000% appreciate the stream. Oh, okay. And then he also asks, is Vince Carter better than Ray Allen? P5.
No, in top 100.
I'm gonna say no.
You're speaking facts, P5.
You know,
he is not better than actually. Okay, let me be a little bit serious. Vince Carter, I think, is better than Ray Allen. I think it's closer than people realize, in my opinion. I think. Yeah, I'll take Vince Carter. I think Vince Carter better. Yeah.
Come on,
I'm taking VC, nigga. I don't know. I didn't know this was a conversation. I'm taking VC. So.
You're damn right. It's VC. All right. And then shout out to none other than our brother, Elijah's brother, Mar, from none other than Up the Score, saying facts. I'm gonna tell him Wade over LBJ. You know what I'm saying?
For the Heat, right? Yeah.
For the Heat.
Yeah, for the Heat. And then Mood says win Clippers section.
Oh, we'll get there.
Wade not even better than
we're literally talking about right now. About to about
Wade not better than Harden is a crazy.
I'll be with you. Move on. Don't even start this conversation.
Okay.
He's a Harden fan.
I mean,
he can be a Harden fan. He can be a Harden fan as much as he wants to. Nigga, wrong.
Hey. Where is Dwayne Wade's 36 point per game season? I'll wait.
Hey, Wade was never the best isolation player in the league ever. Yeah. He was never.
And Harden was.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey.
Where is Dwayne Wade's step back three?
Exactly, man. Where's Wade's step back mid range?
Hey. Has D Wade ever went a month averaging 11 assists, let alone a whole season?
Where's D Wade's beard? No aura, bro. He got no aura.
Has D Wade ever went a whole like 10, 11 games averaging 40?
No.
Has he ever gone a whole decade averaging 25 with a mohawk on his head?
Look at D Wade's son, bro. He's trash. Like clearly the genes weren't there, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Now we're pushing it.
Nigga.
That's
number 3 you go, nigga. Put a 1 next to it, nigga. Yeah. Hey, so all right, we're done trolling. I swear to God, I'm done trolling. I can't say the rest for the rest of them. Now we're gonna move on to the Clippers, and we're gonna start this one talking about an unfortunate event that happened over the past week. Well, it's fortunate for you, but unfortunate for us, because now we have to watch this player move from a team with one-legged player to a team with another one-legged player, but he just happened to be 7 foot. Damn, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This nigga got some. He really cold with the damn ball.
But if I
in a
say
surprising
fun, I'm the
move,
bad guy.
in a surprising move that has sent shockwaves through the entire NBA, Paul George left the Los Angeles Clippers to sign with the Philadelphia 76ers. George, known for his versatile scoring and defensive prowess, has been the cornerstone of the Clippers' success in the recent seasons. His departure marks the end of an era for the Clippers, where Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were viewed to be the pseudo Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen of the league. But the Philadelphia 76ers can say that they're ecstatic to have taken them from the Los Angeles Clippers. So I want to start this with none other than the Philadelphia 76ers fan of his own. I want you to be a little subjective on this one and talk about on the Clippers end. Who's to blame for the failure? I want you to be subjective, nigga.
Now he wants me to not be trolling.
Just for 5 seconds. Can you do it for 5 seconds?
Okay, I'll count to 5.
All right. Who is to blame for the failure of the Los Angeles Clippers over the past 5 years?
So I'll stop. The blame I think people need to really speak about more is it's actually Kawhi. And I think a lot of the blame can actually be blamed on Kawhi's inability to stay healthy throughout the majority of the season. I think Paul George also is under that that situation too. He's injury prone, but I think Paul George for the most part has shown that he's gonna be there in the playoffs. Has Paul George missed any playoffs? Like any time that he was close to getting playoffs? I don't think
he missed the season before last.
Yeah.
When they lost to Phoenix in the first
round. Okay, so that was a shoulder injury. Okay. Oh, and here comes. We can make this a 2. Wait, oh shit! Just move on there. Can you? I think you do this when you make.
I got it. But
We also added someone else who's actually a Clippers fan right now. Well, really and truly, he's a Harden fan. So anywhere Harden goes, he has to follow.
That's
Those
crazy.
weirdos. So, but he's also someone that's been helping us too. So, what's good, man?
What's up, bro? What's up, y'all?
What's good, brother? What's good? What's
All
good?
right,
What's good?
start. You can start actually. Me and you just have a little argument about this PT trade. So we kind of just stole PT from you because you guys don't know how to utilize it. Yeah. I actually also want to say,
I like the trade for y'all side. He brings a third option scoring.
We just selected straight up.
Trade. You're giving yourself too much credit, buddy.
They took it like a thief in the night. You don't know
picked up a lot of
State Warriors wanted to trade for him. They said no.
We picked up a lot of people from just letting PG go. So
y'all traded PG for Kai Jones and friends, bro.
Derrick Jones.
See, this is what happened when people start playing with emojis and stuff. I know she ain't meant to send them emojis. Here, we're gonna move on.
We've been had Kai Jones on the roster, but
focusing on the wrong thing.
So yeah. My fault. Mood. So I'm gonna ask you, who is to blame for the failure of the Clippers over the past 5 years?
I would say Kawhi.
Yeah,
I agree. Kawhi.
Because his injuries. And just simple, his injuries. His injuries altered everything in every playoff success. Them not taking the bubble serious also hindered it. Multiple reasons. And coaching at one point when they had good stint of the Doc Rivers stint.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go to Elijah. Elijah, does Kawhi not winning in LA so far impact his all-time status?
No.
Really?
No. He's already proved that he's a winner. At this point in his career, it just seems like the injuries caught up with him. It happens. I think people are what's it called? Spoiled in terms of longevity of like these former stars. Mm-hmm. And I think this is like usually the natural progression of like your better players in the league. They start getting these chronic injuries and they're no longer able to perform at the top level consistently enough to win. You've seen that with your Tracy McGrady's, your Yao Ming's, etc.
Saying T-Mac in,
but it did affect their status though. And to a certain degree, I just want to throw this out here. I don't think the problem is that he's not a winner. I think the problem is when we get to talking about him, like where he is all time. I think some of the stuff had to be a little bit of prediction, if you will. I think for me personally, like me for instance, I have him top 30. But part of the reason why I had him ahead of some players is because I just predicted he was going to be able to rack up a few years where he was able to be, solid in the regular season, excellent in the postseason as he typically is, and then it just sort of pans out that way. I don't really care if he wins or loses, but he just has to put forth the years. Dare I say, especially with the injury, with what's happened in Team USA so far, right, where he leaves the training camp because he's told by Grant Hill that he's just not healthy enough and he's sent back to go prep for the Clippers. Like, does that not leave a little signal to you guys that maybe this is towards the end of the road for Kawhi?
This is his last contract in the NBA, I think.
He's going to be the last contract. I think how long is this contract for? 3-4 years?
4 years, I think.
It's 3 years.
Easy.
He signed a 3-year max extension, I believe.
Yeah,
he signed 3 years, total, right?
150. He signed 3 years, 150, and it starts this year.
I just want to say one thing about Kawhi. That man knew to sign that shit early, and I respect that.
Exactly.
No, I think
he got that shit sorted out.
They trying to like make Paul George do the same thing.
I think both sides needed him to sign that. Kawhi just so he get the money aspect of it, and the Clippers knowing they don't have any.
They didn't have no wiggle
stars, and they don't have any draft picks to even build anything.
You can't afford to look stupid. You can't afford to look stupid.
As messed up as it sounds,
and they already knew it wasn't working with PG. So, yes.
My only thing, so Mood, I want to ask you. So then I want to ask you this. What I've noticed was they gave him the contract before the season even ended, right? Was that entirely too premature in your opinion?
No, because they already know what Kawhi going to provide in the regular season and the postseason. They just trying to. They decision last season was to let him play all the regular season. Maybe he might be healthy for the playoffs. That didn't work. I guess this season they said load managing is going to be the way to go. This season here, which I don't know how they're going to play out. Also,
I think you load manage with no secondary star.
Yeah, that's why letting go Paul George is ridiculous.
Yeah, about to load manage into the play.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you, especially when I think about it. They don't really have many more like tricks up their sleeve. I don't think they have any tricks up their sleeve. 2018. You absolutely right. The best chance that they have of salvaging is just hoping that it's just hoping that Harden is able to turn back the clock and be able to mesh with Kawhi.
MVP.
I think he do mesh with Kawhi, and I do think
I think he meshes with Kawhi, but to the tune of him being able to go through the gauntlet of the Western Conference that it is right now. Like we're watching OKC literally load up with stuff that they didn't even need.
That's OKC.
Yeah, they didn't even need Caruso.
Nah, they
OKC.
I already know what OKC was gonna
No. But I'm saying it was already hard enough. Like we didn't think they were going to beat OKC this year.
Nah, I think
they just got Caruso and the big that they were missing.
Y'all just be
last year. I think we would have beat OKC.
The best defense in the NBA.
I think the only reason why we didn't beat the Mavs was because of health and people underperforming.
I wouldn't say the only reason, but you could have that as an argument, and I think that's why letting go
I
Paul
said
George
health
is so
and
stupid.
Underperformance. I think we might.
I don't think me. Nah, to me personally, I think outside of Paul George, and Kawhi, I think you guys lack that that versatile wings that could be able to attack closeouts on a consistent basis in different areas. I mean, OKC, like they have like a slew of players that literally they're on the floor with that intent. And then add that to the fact having a floor space and center that also can be, a comfortable shot blocker. It's not like the Clippers are the best when it comes to getting to the rim.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think our strengths played a part on like how Justin was saying, as of our strengths was we don't really get to the rim. And our strength was playing the mid range. Harden got the little floater. He could get to the rim whenever he needs to. Russ could get to the PG could hit the mid range, and Kawhi mid range. Everybody is a mid range, especially, and I think we had like the top 5 shooting core, should I say?
Mar, I'm gonna ask you this: with Paul George now off the Clippers, what moves can keep them in contention in the Western Conference?
I mean, they don't got any picks, so what realistic move? I think the best thing they could go out and do is get a John Collins. Like that's
Zach LaVine.
That's the best. Zach LaVine.
How the fuck are y'all gonna afford Zach LaVine?
I mean,
who y'all giving up?
Go get Giannis.
Terrence Mann, count your days, nigga. Terrence Mann, count your days, nigga.
You're gonna give up Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, and is that
so you're giving up your guard depth. You're giving up your guard depth for one guard that's his injury history. His injury history is just about as sketchy as Kawhi's. God
we
damn.
got too much guard depth. We got too much guard depth as of now.
No, you don't.
No. I don't. I think guard and wing depth is at a premium right now.
We got Bones Highland. We still got Russ. We still got.
Y'all still using Bones? Like Bones is still.
Y'all are not using Bones, bro. Y'all are not using that dick.
Now let's be honest. Does Bones Highland count as depth?
No.
That's the funny thing. He does not.
I feel like I could do the same thing Bones is doing on the
When I was
Nah, you tried. He a top 5 dribbler in the league, but that's it.
Like when I was Sarr is out, like our point guard is out.
Yeah,
He just be saying anything.
Goes out there.
How am I? His name is Bones because he takes ankles. That's his nickname. Like he's a top 5 dribbler.
I thought it was Bones because he's super skinny.
No, because he takes ankles.
That's such an ESPN stat.
That's such a wild narrative. That's such a wild narrative.
That's literally why that's his nickname.
So
well, he ain't took nobody's
depth
ankles since being in the league, so I don't know.
I think Luke was a better dribbler.
We got too much guard depth as of now.
I mean,
Trying to trade.
If you trade Norman Powell, or
and I didn't even count them two. That's the crazy part.
Norman Powell
count them two in the guard depth.
What?
You about to have KPG in your
if you trade
lineup?
if you trade Terrence Mann or Norman Powell for some like something that you actually need, like I don't know, maybe an actual big that you could actually maybe another big that could be able to help play after Zubac ends up getting played off the court. Well, that would help. That would help.
Yeah,
but the problem is you would have to give up both.
I like Mo and Kai as of right now. I'm not gonna lie. I like both of them as of right now.
I'm telling you right now, as somebody that watched Charlotte games last season more than I wanted to. Kai Jones is not the answer. He is not the answer
on Charlotte, bro. That's not a real.
Kai is not a.
No. He likes his depth of Mo Bamba and Kai Jones for big men.
That's amazing depth, I think.
I like KPJ. Like, why didn't you see KPJ?
I like it right now.
I don't like. He
might. I mean, you don't see what Mo Bamba was doing in Texas.
Mo Bamba hasn't played a playoff game in like 4 years, and he's been on playoff teams every year.
And they trade him. They trade him by the trade deadline. That's why they trade that nigga by the trade deadline.
He was on the 76ers team with one-legged Joel Embiid and still got no PT.
I mean, Nick Nurse knew what was going on. You'd rather let Joel Embiid go kill himself out there than, yeah.
I think this is a great question.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. He much rather Joel Embiid go out there and kill himself than he end up putting Mo Bamba out there and Mo Bamba kills the Philadelphia 76ers for him. That's why. Absolutely.
Big man.
This is crazy.
Mo Bamba is just a name at this point, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, this is.
It's just the idea of the stretch five.
As a Texas fan, I love Mo Bamba, but clearly he is not the same player he was in Texas. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I don't think he has to be. And we say all this, then James Harden get in the lab and he trained these.
Okay. I rely on that as much as I rely on myself not to eat this piece of pizza. And look, what happened to that nigga? Anyway, how enticing? Okay. Let me worry about how enticing do you think it is for Clippers fans to buy stock on a Kawhi, like just Kawhi by himself leading this team to a championship?
Bro, James Harden is right there. Like we just act like
the thumbs down. Chat, thumbs down. P5, thumbs down.
You got your camera on. I am currently doing a thumbs down. Yes.
Thumbs down. Okay, so that's 3 thumbs down. Zeno, you a believer? You a believer?
Yeah, I believe.
You believe in Kawhi Leonard?
I believe in hard good. That's why I believe.
Look, Elijah. You believe in Joe Hendry?
Not believing in Harden than Kawhi is crazy. That is crazy. But the West is hard. I would say the West is a gauntlet.
Wait, did you just say do you not believe in Sam Hinkie?
Took a Joe Hendry.
He just doesn't know. He doesn't know. It's okay. He doesn't know. Mood. So as it stands right now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got Zeno with you. So that's
he's trolling. So really, it's another down.
5 and 5.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Way to go, Tim.
I don't trust Kawhi by himself. I don't trust Kawhi by himself. But he's not by himself.
He's I hate to break it to you. James Harden is not the player. James Harden is not the player he used to be.
I don't think he has to be.
He does, bro. Yes, do you not see this Western Conference?
Do you trust Harden by himself?
And then you're trusting Harden in the playoffs.
Then you're trusting Harden in the postseason. Anything past game one is up for grabs.
Old James Harden in the postseason.
You're not even asking for old James Harden. You asking for I don't even know. Not even Prime. Prime James Harden wasn't.
I don't think he could carry a team by himself either.
This is nasty.
I don't think there's one player that could dead ass carry a team by themselves in the.
And no. Okay, so we agree, but that's why we look at this team and what are they missing, and how big can that? How much bigger can their flaws be exposed than them going up against any of the top 5 teams in the Western Conference? The fact that there's plenty of teams in the Western Conference,
but the bottom half.
Y'all are losing to the Pelicans.
But y'all are losing to the Pelicans. Y'all are losing to Dallas. Y'all are losing to OKC. Y'all are losing to Minnesota.
There's no reason why we should lose.
Okay. How Pelicans look right now? They shouldn't lose to the Pelicans. Now you're doing it.
Would y'all lose if Kawhi's not there?
Tell me the spacing on the Pelicans. Bro, are you watching what the Pelicans look like right now?
Nigga, they still have
CJ and
Trey Murphy, CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy the third, Herb Jones. DeJounte Murray's not a bad shooter.
We talking about playoff series. You think I'm worried about CJ McCollum?
McCollum.
He brings up
McCollum. But you bring up McCollum.
You brought up James Harden. What the fuck?
I didn't bring up KPJ.
You brought up Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba's getting minutes.
I didn't bring up Mo Bamba either, but
what are we talking? Yeah, he brought up Bones Island. What the hell?
I'm not a big Pelicans fan.
Norman Powell? Yeah, that's
we're not saying that New Orleans can win the championship, but can they beat a Los Angeles Clippers team that lacks size, that lacks versatility? They lack size. I don't like that's
DJJ.
I don't know what you're seeing in this Pelican team that doesn't lead you to believe that the Clippers are.
Nah, I'm sorry. That Pelican team has certain players on that team kind of clash with others. Like Brandon Ingram,
certain players on the Clippers team are unfucking playable. What are we doing? Like,
what are we talking about here?
So much worse.
There's series where Zubac got played off of the court.
Yeah.
Y'all still got Russ. He also got played off the court.
This is not a series. This is not a series where. This is not a series.
Russ got played off of the court. Zubac got played off of the court as well.
Russ isn't going to be there.
Firstly,
he's here right now. Like, what are we talking about?
Firstly, one, you guys are talking.
Russ was dead ass feed off in that series because they don't got.
Hold on. Zeno, what are you saying?
There's no way you guys are talking about stuff like this. Firstly, one, could you guys tell me what the big is for the Pelican?
Messi.
It's that rookie they just got.
Messi.
Really his whole job is to just sit there and be a big ass.
So we don't even know how his rim protection is going to translate. 2, we've already seen how Zion and Brandon Ingram don't maximize each other because they both need a ball. What's called Brandon Ingram isn't looking to really maximize Zion when he has the ball in his hands, and he can't be maximized when he's off ball. DeJounte Murray literally is a worse Brandon Ingram, which is crazy because you pretty much have 2 Brandon Ingrams on your team. CJ McCollum is good scorer. He's played more off ball this season. I agree with you, but then when you realize that CJ McCollum is probably the worst defender in this series, you're going to be playing him a lot of minutes, meaning that you're going to cause.
Hold on. Elijah, I'll say this and I'm coming to you. And then I think P5 wanted to say something. So P5, you're after him. I just want to say this. You're acting like DeJounte Murray doesn't solve that problem of those two having not meshing well together because they having to play make for one another. When DeJounte Murray is literally there to be that happy medium for those two to be able to get the ball to one another respectively. Like, what are we talking about?
Also,
DeJounte Murray.
You're talking about
to the line.
You're talking about Messi not being a rim protector. This nigga Moose said himself his team doesn't have rim pressure. He said it himself earlier. He said everybody was operating from the mid-range. James Harden in the mid-range. Kawhi's in the mid-range. PG was in the mid-range. He said he don't got rim pressure. So why the fuck he needs to be a rim protector, elite rim protector?
Russ was dead put a mud hole through that team. And James Harden could provide.
Russ hasn't been an elite rim finisher since
I don't
2019.
agree that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that James Harden providing rim pressure like that. He can, but it's gonna be he can somewhat, but it's mainly based off of floaters, not necessarily getting to the rim.
Bro, the team is winning off their defense
There's no way that he's not getting to that rim unless they put Herb on him, and somebody's gonna have to guard. You
guys believe in Harden way too much.
Bench Brandon Ingram for that entire series, and the Pelicans still winning 5.
You guys
bench Brandon Ingram for that entire series.
You might have to bench BR.
Oh wait, Mar. Wait, guys. Mar, go ahead.
P5. No, P5. What were you about to say? And then Mar.
I understand bringing in DeJounte Murray is a cool looking move and all, but
it looks cool.
I agree with Zeno almost to the point here. Brandon Ingram, DeJounte Zeno, right?
Yeah, you said it right. No, it's just don't worry, kind of.
DeJounte Murray, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson are all 3 players that need the ball in their hand. DeJounte Murray improved as a 3-point shooter that was not catch and shoot threes. That was DeJounte Murray hitting pull-up threes with the ball in his hand. He is not an off-ball spacer. Zion Williamson can be a serviceable defender and a good defensive scheme around him. The Pelicans, I do not think have that. Zion will be exposed as a defender in the playoffs.
Wait, so P5, are you saying right now?
I like the individual players, but the fit isn't there. The roster is incomplete as it stands. CJ McCollum is a huge, I don't want to say X factor, but I want to say X factor in the worst way possible, because as good of a player as I think CJ can be off the ball, as a scorer for them, he will be targeted. James Harden will still get to the rim with ease if he gets a CJ McCollum switch. If Kawhi gets a CJ McCollum switch, he will dominate him.
We're talking about a man right now.
And then when you look at the Pelicans and you talk about the Clippers not having size, what size do the Pelicans have? I mean,
the Pelicans have 2 6'8" wings.
What do they have?
They have a 7-foot big man.
Hold on. Wait. Elijah. I got a question for P5.
We don't need to rely on him. It's
Elijah. I got a question. Hold on, Elijah. I got a question.
And get rebounds. That's all.
Hold on, Elijah. I got a question for P5. Y'all keep talking about how they don't have a 7-foot big. How the fuck do you expect the Clippers all of a sudden to turn into this team that takes advantage of niggas that don't have size? How the fuck do you expect them to do that?
Zubac ain't never done that. He's never been that.
Ain't never done that.
Zubac has never been that.
Not go off.
I'm saying you saying the Clippers don't have size.
And we just shied away from them doing that shit.
No. We're saying that they don't have size because the Pelicans actually have the personnel to literally take advantage of that flaw.
One player. They have one player that can take advantage of that.
No, they do not. It's not just one player, because Herb Jones was attacking the rim. So was Trey Murphy III. Now they have DeJounte Murray. He's also a mid-range to the
attacking the rim.
Like, we're acting like they don't have a slew of different ways they can attack that.
We're not.
Bro, you said Russell Westbrook is attacking the rim in 2024. What are you talking about?
That's literally what that's the only value Westbrook brings.
He's not good at it. He's not good at it.
He's not good at it. He's not good at it. Zeno.
No, Zeno. He's not good at it.
Zeno, stop with this, because we know when we say rim pressure, you actually have to convert the fucking shots around the rim for you to seriously have rim pressure. Nobody's scared of Westbrook going to the rim like that.
No one is, bro. No one.
So if he do it, that's not converting.
I'm not a big Russ guy myself. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not big on
Zubac. That's just not like converting.
Westbrook isn't even the passer that you think he is anymore. He's not that either. He's not.
You can't
oh my God!
In terms of dump offs, he used to be really good at that.
The ability to pass.
No. But you know why he was able to do that, Elijah? Because he had that athleticism. He had the athleticism. Yeah, he had the athleticism to be able to get ahead of the defense, for him to actually be able to make that pass and it not look that fucking crazy. He didn't have that athleticism anymore.
Then who the fuck is stopping him from getting to the rim on that team? Who?
Apparently,
Trey Murphy, DeJounte Murray. What are we doing?
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray. The guy that gets wrong by.
Herb Jones. You take your pick. You take your pick. You take your pick. DeJounte, Trey Murphy III, Herb Jones. You take your pick. You take your pick.
Herb Jones not getting on.
You want to get stabbed? You want to get stabbed? You want to get shot? It's gonna happen.
You just lost the series just there.
Like what?
You just lost the series.
Look what
we were talking about.
And all this, hold on. And all this talk, lying about rim pressure that does not exist with the Los Angeles Clippers.
Hey, look, if we were talking about 2016, 2017, Russ, I might be with you.
I'm not saying he's gonna finish at a high rate.
2021 Russell Westbrook would have done, but that ain't him. That's not him.
That he's gonna finish at a higher rate or anything, but him being able to get downhill and do a simple don't ball pass to Zubac or a simple
in a hypothetical world, that would be amazing. But the fact is, Russell Westbrook doesn't even do that no more. He can't even do that no more, Mood. He can't even do that no more, Mood.
Last year,
he was not doing that at a consistent level. Nowhere near what he was used to. Nowhere near an impactful level. Nowhere near the impactful level. Nowhere near the impactful level that you would need.
Did not do at a consistent level was finish.
He was not doing that at a level to where you can value that.
You can't make at a consistent level.
You have to worry about that.
If you want him to pass
you have to worry about that.
You have to make it a problem.
If that's your lone consistent rim pressure, he has to be able to convert it. He has to be able to make proper reads when in traffic. He has to be able to do those things.
Still gonna guard Russ for his layup, regardless, anytime. They still gonna guard him for his layup.
Russ is such a name at this point, bro.
Yeah, it's literally just a name. It's just a name. It's just a name. It's just a name. Because anybody that has been watching Russ over the last 2 to 3 years can tell his first step is gone. His passing ability with his passing accuracy, his mid range is gone. Whatever his 3-point shot used to be, that's even worse now.
Still can't provide rim pressure.
That's even worse now. Like, god damn. And even defensively, he's not even defensively, Russ ain't even giving the same value he gave when he first got to the Clippers in the first place.
Y'all about to be relying on Derrick Jones. And that nigga's gonna get played how he got played in Celtics.
A simple don't ball pass and provide rim pressure.
Not at a consistent enough level.
Not for y'all to win. He might do 1 or twice a game, but that's not enough. 4 points ain't doing nothing for y'all.
Move. I need you to listen. I need you to stop. Move. Stop. Because you crash. Stop right now, because you're crashing out right now. You don't even know what you're saying right now. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Mood. Listen to me, because you crashed now. You don't even know what you're saying right now. Listen to me. When it comes to Russ, is he capable of getting to the rim still? Yes. Is he able to making those drop-off passes or being able to throw those lobs? Yes. But with you guys not having Paul George anymore, with Kawhi not being able to put nearly the amount of mood, with Kawhi not being able to put nearly the amount of rim pressure as he used to, you have to overexert on Russell Westbrook putting constant rim pressure, and with him not having the first step he used to have, him not being able to handle the ball in traffic like he used to, him not being able to be an accurate passer even to the level that he once was in fucking even Washington. Those are things that you need.
Russ is a top 20, top 25 player right now. You're acting like James Harden's a top 20, top 25 player right now.
James Harden better than PG. That's all I know.
Oh my god. Yeah, he is. Hey, bro.
Yes, he is.
Hey, you got it there.
Y'all niggas
Move.
We losing PG.
We will see.
Made our team.
We will see in the season. I don't need to speak about this no more. I want you to come back in the playoffs.
I'm done with this conversation.
I want you to come back in the playoffs if you make the playoffs.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with everything y'all said about Russ.
I want you to come back.
I feel the same exact way. But telling me he cannot do a simple dump off pass, telling me that
how
he cannot
often are you
get
asking
to
him
the
to
rim.
do this? How often are you asking him to do this? How many assists are you expecting from
During
Russell
the regular
Westbrook per
season,
game?
he did that.
For 4 assists
When
a
he's
game on
not
2
in spot up,
turnovers.
he did that. He's not finishing at a good rate. No, that's not the point.
No.
In
But
the
you're
playoffs,
asking
if you're not finishing at a good rate,
responsibility
more of a spot up in the playoffs
against a good defensive team.
But when the
Wait,
ball
so if
is
he
in Russ's hands, he's getting downhill.
Zeno, do you want to give your final point before we?
Yeah, I was just about to say. Firstly, we've been going on this whole conversation, and Mar has not once got his talk first. So go ahead, Mar.
You're absolutely right.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
hold on, y'all. I have so much to say. Y'all gonna have to give me some peace. All right.
Go ahead. Matter of fact, the floor is yours, brother. The floor is yours.
I agree with both of y'all a little bit. I'm looking at it right now. At the rim, Russell Westbrook shot 64% on 270 attempts, and he shot 77% on dunks. So he does convert it, but beyond 3 feet, he has nothing over 30%.
He's a bad.
I know that.
All he can do is lay up and dunk, and he is very athletic, and you have to respect it as defense. And he does make simple passes sometimes. You know, he's if I had to rank it from 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 6. He's good at it as a bench player. That's all he provides. His defense is overrated. His shooting is terrible. His playmaking is a little bit overrated. It's not all that. He rebounds as a guard, but like he forces those rebounds sometimes. Russell Westbrook is a bench player, and I don't even think he's going to be a Clipper. I think the Denver Nuggets are interested in him because they need rim pressure, and Jokic asked for him. So I'll be surprised if the Denver Nuggets can't give Jokic anything, bro. You ain't signed KCP for him. At least give him a player who we not even high on, and he's high on. At least give him a chance. But that's all I got to say about Westbrook because y'all were on him a while. What I really wanted to talk about was the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram is not going to be a Pelican, bro. They not paying him. And if you're not paying a player, they out of there, bro. The thing about B.I. is I agree with y'all. He don't fit in that starting lineup. I think the starting lineup should be DeJounte, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Zion, and then you trade B.I. for a center. But if you can't trade B.I. for some reason, I guess you trade C.J. McCollum for that center. And then, like y'all said, Messi as a backup center, as a rookie, that's not bad because he'll just be a Clint Capella. You know, he just run and dunk. Like as a rookie center, that's the easiest thing to convert into the NBA. A run and dunk guy. It's the same exact role. You set picks, you run and dunk. Look at Derek Lively. Like run and dunk guys, they barely bust. You know, there are some people who just, you know, but I think that run and dunk archetype is the one that hits the most. Just percentage wise, it doesn't have as high of a ceiling because I said Clint Capella, but it's a good role player. You got Jordan Hawkins, who's a shooter off the bench. They signed Daniel Theis. Daniel Theis, he fits next to Zion, and y'all were talking about fit next to Zion. Daniel Theis, he can shoot a little bit. It's not sharpshooter, but they still got Jose Alvarado, and if they need depth, they got Matt Ryan, who was with them last year. He shot 45% from 3 in 28 games. You know, ain't all that, but it's something. And yeah, the Pelicans, they would beat this Clippers team pretty handily. Moving on from Russ and getting KPJ and Chris Dunn, it's actually an upgrade. So I don't know why you going crazy about Russ when you literally got better players. KPJ, his question is how long is he going to be suspended for? Character stuff. But Chris Dunn, he fits perfectly with that defense. He's one of the better pickpocketers in the league. Like every time I watch him play, he's really good at defense. That's exactly what you need next to James Harden. You asking for Zach LaVine next to James Harden? What would that perimeter defense be? That's insane. Like what are the Clippers doing? For a cheap team is the best thing, but they're cheap and didn't want Paul George and losers. That's all I gotta say.
Petty ass nigga.
How is that petty?
I'm not paying PG.
No, you no.
I think Paul George is
I'm not paying PG that much money.
You don't mute me. Don't mute me.
What is it?
Anymore. I think Paul
Think
George.
about Paul
4
George.
years, 2.
Think about Paul George. They almost need him because look, you could agree with me. Kawhi is gonna miss at least 15
yeah,
games.
I don't think he's the best situation, but I do think like if we can get a Zach LaVine type of guy, he's the best option. He would have been the best option.
Perimeter defense.
Zach LaVine would
we got
worse.
Chris Dunn, DJJ, Kawhi Leonard, however long he's gonna be there.
Yeah, y'all really need to understand
I'm cool.
that. It gets
cool
worse.
Off the perimeter.
Zach LaVine makes you worse. You're pretty much getting yourself
and he's a good
fucking
team
Devin
defender.
Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant. That's what you're doing. You're turning yourself into the Los Angeles Suns. Do not go get Zach LaVine. Please, for the love of God.
What?
That's the Los Angeles Suns. Bro.
What?
Yes.
I don't know who
you're
y'all
putting yourself
think
in the same position.
I don't know who.
He's a non-playmaker. He's a non-playmaker.
You don't have to.
With injury problems.
Serviceable playmaker.
You don't have to be a playmaker. He's not there to play make.
No,
that's why James Harden.
No, because if you trade for him, then that means James Harden is your only playmaker. You don't have any other playmakers.
They already currently don't have no playmakers. But you know what they have? No, but Elijah, you know what's over. But Elijah, you know what
a lot more defense. He provided similar levels of scoring. He provided a lot more spacing. He provided a lot more length and size on your team. And he provided chemistry next to
provide other than defense.
Oh my God!
Other than defense, he's a way better scorer. He's a way.
No, he's not. He hasn't been that
scorer
since like 3 years ago. And he hasn't been that shooter since like 3 years ago. He's had such bad injury problems. He's had such bad injury problems.
Yeah, that is a great point, Elijah. We haven't seen Zach LaVine in like a year. We don't know what the fuck he looks like now.
We see him this year.
And he looked bad. He shot 35% from three. He looked bad. He looks bad.
Saying he shot average from free and he is bad is funny, but carry on.
Compared to Paul George, we're talking about comparing to Paul George. He looks bad. He's saying that he's better than Zach.
Wait, all I'm saying to you is one is getting one goal. Kobe White had created opportunities for him and creating wide open shots for him, and the other one got one of the best passes in the league. In
Paul George was doing this shit before James Harden was here. Zeno, what the fuck are we trolling about?
He wasn't this efficient though.
He was not this efficient. He was not.
You're telling me Paul George was a 35% shooter before
35.
Who said
before
that?
James Harden showed up. That's what we're talking about. So what the fuck are you trying to say?
But also, you would have to understand that Paul George was not getting nearly as much attention.
Paul George in his years in the Clippers, even in years where Kawhi was hurt, where he was still getting that attention. I think we can all agree that when Kawhi's hurt, he's the number one option, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was still shooting 41%. He shot 35 1 year. I believe that's the year he got hurt with his shoulder injury. He shot 37 the year after, and then 41 this year. He's been a better shooter than Zach LaVine almost every year.
Wait, so when he got injured, he shot 35%.
That's what we're saying about Zach LaVine right now. He's saying he's not that anymore because he's getting hurt. That's what we're saying. But Paul George actually bounced back. Zach LaVine no longer has that quickness that he had.
I mean, Paul George has years where he's doing this with fucking Patrick Beverly as his lead facilitator.
That's what I'm trying to say. Well, Reggie Jackson.
He wasn't the lead facilitator. PG would have been the most likely.
So PG had to be the lead facilitator and the scorer, and he's shooting better than Zach LaVine.
Yes, he is I think Zach LaVine.
So if he's a better shooter, all around, better scorer. Better defender.
If he had to take on that responsibility and he was performing better than Zach LaVine, how can you sit here and say that Zach LaVine's the better player?
They had years that Zach LaVine was shooting like 38%. I think 40 for like a few stretches of games.
God, bro.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Thank you.
What are we talking about here? I'm trying to be genuine about this conversation. What the hell are we talking about?
No, because Zach LaVine hasn't shot 40% from three since 2021. 2021, I believe he had Lonzo.
He only shot 40% once in his career.
Wait, stop. Because this is going on like 30 minutes of a conversation centered around a trade that ain't even proved to be like even a goddamn, like it's not even a possibility.
No, for sure. But
okay.
I made it a possibility. I
just think he's a better scorer and he's a better shooter.
Yeah.
Look, Mark, I'm trying to get control of this.
The only thing that he does better is defend.
Hey fam, check me out. I made a trade.
You believe that Zach LaVine's a better scorer or shooter?
Yes, I do.
Than Paul George, right?
Yes.
Like no troll. I need you to be 100% with me, Zeno.
Yes, I think he's a better scorer.
Yeah.
And he better.
You think Zach LaVine's a better scorer and shooter?
Look.
Better scorer and shooter than. All
right. Stop.
He is undoubtedly not a better shooter.
I don't think so. I think you could argue he's a better scorer because he's just a better downhill threat. and he gets down there.
He's
Outside of
way
this,
more consistent.
I think that's the great. I
He's
think that's
not
the
more
reason.
consistent as a shooter.
He's more consistent. Period. As a
He's
scorer,
not.
shooter, whatever you want to call it.
Paul George has the
You
most
watch,
threes made.
I'm
I
convinced. I'm
watched
convinced
him
you
go
watched
stretches.
Zach
At least a little
Levine
bit,
highlights, and this
I
is how
watched
you
him
think.
go-
Why you think of that?
I
This is
watched him
not
go
the
2
case.
month stretches of him not being able to
He
hit
has
a
the
shot.
most threes
Like,
made
being the
in
worst
your
player in
team
the NBA by
history.
far.
Respect him at least a little bit. A
I
little
watched
bit.
him become a Kelly and Hayes shadow, like, for 2 months.
Paul George.
Yes.
Then you've
Flip
never
it,
had a
flip
shooter
it,
on your
flip
team
it,
before.
flip
That's
it
why
right
you got
now.
0 rings.
Flip this.
If Paul George not a shooter, that's why you got 0 rings. That's the best shooter in your history, and he's not even
Yeah,
a good
for
shooter.
sure,
to
for
you.
sure. For
Okay,
sure.
now I
I'm
will
not
say
calling him
this.
not a shooter.
I just want you. I want you to know, mood. I want you to know, mood. I want you to know, mood. This is going to TikTok. It's going to TikTok.
I will say this about Paul George.
He's a great
He
shot
does
creator.
have a
He's
little bit of a point.
elite shot maker.
In the
No, he
playoffs,
doesn't.
P5 don't down.
No,
Don't you fucking do that.
wait. Because to be fair, Paul George's shot diet nowadays is almost
It's bad.
strictly
You can't
threes.
get open.
It's strictly threes, and
It's
I think
strictly
it's
threes,
different.
and we know how streaky guys that their shot diet is only threes
Like,
can
he
be,
literally
especially
cannot
high
get open.
difficulty threes as
They
well.
got stretches.
And he
Yes,
still
streaky.
shot
Literally get
42%
boxed
or
up.
41% this
And
year.
And they're still
And he-
streaky.
And he
Still
get
streaky.
into
That's
a dunk
fine.
that he cannot.
If you want to say
Wait.
that he's streaky, that's
No,
fine.
no,
I don't-
no, no,
no one cares about that.
no, Elijah, don't you give them that fucking point. They're lying. That is not the large part of his diet.
That's not even the main argument anyway.
No,
so
it's
if
not.
you say that bullshit, it
His
doesn't matter.
shot diet is mainly threes.
If he takes 18 shots a game, like 6 or 7 of them is threes.
He shoots
That
8
is not-
threes a game and
that is
9
not-
and 9
that is not-
twos a game.
That is
That's
not the
many
majority of his
That's half of
diet.
his
What are we
shot
talking about
diet.
here?
Half of his shot diet is threes.
You go to the rim like
That's a
3
lot
times
of
a game.
That's a lot. That's
If he
come on.
takes 6 or 7 threes, newsflash, guys, that's not even the majority of the main ball handlers that's in the league.
go to the-
They're mainly taking
he
8,
go to
9,
the rim
10 of them.
every time.
bitches.
No. Hey, fuck that. Even if you want to say that, Zach Levine shoots 7 threes a game and 8 twos a game anyway. So it's the same
He's
shit.
way more
It's the same
consistent.
shit.
Yeah,
He's not.
And I
No,
think
it's
he's
not.
more
It's not.
consistent.
Oh,
And he's
bro,
not.
y'all
I'm
niggas
not
here,
advocating
bro.
for Zach Levine. I'm
No,
not doing
P5,
that. That's
P5.
Even if you want to
Get
say
out
that,
the way. You don't want to down this hill. Get out
I'm
the
not
way. This is
advocating for Zach
move.
Levine. PG's a better player than
Okay.
Zach Levine, objectively.
PG's
He's
a
a
better
good- I
player
understand
at
their point.
almost everything on the basketball court. At almost everything on the basketball court. There's a couple things Zach Levine does
I don't
better.
think that
Getting
nigga a better
downhill,
shooter or
the
scorer.
interior finishing, the rim pressure would be improved with Zach Levine.
His rim pressure absolutely would be very much needed by the Clippers. But outside
That's
of
the
that,
only thing
it's
that
a
would be better.
regression. It's regression. It's regression.
I
Just admit it.
He's a
I
better
understand.
scoring shooter.
Look, man. We gotta wrap up the show. But before we wrap up the show, I have gotten very, very comfortable watching you guys squirm and sit there and do this face because you can't figure out the answers to these questions. So I had some more questions to ask you about the Clippers history. Who was the first LA Clippers player to win the NBA MVP award?
Bob McAdoo.
That's your answer?
Yes.
Elijah.
I think it's Bob McAdoo, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's
P5.
right, yeah.
P5, you.
Bob McAdoo. Bob
Zeno?
McAdoo.
Bob McAdoo.
God damn. Mood. You?
Bro. Bob, come on.
I need you to
Chat. I just want you guys to know. Look, and even DFJ talk about some Bob McAdoo. I just want y'all to know.
Is it not Bob
All
McAdoo?
y'all are dumb. Y'all are dumb. There's no Clipper that has ever won the NBA MVP.
Bob McAdoo. Bob McAdoo.
Hey,
not winning.
Casual.
did not.
I have a request.
Okay.
Can you ask the resident
Bill
Clipper
Walton.
fan all of these questions?
Yeah, he won the
first?
MVP in 1975.
I want you to ask. I need you to
Bro,
ask.
hold
the
on.
Clippers fan
1975
first.
MVP, Bob McAdoo.
But I'm
Wait,
not.
say it again.
He was-
Elijah.
I need
He's
you
on
to
the
ask
Buffalo
the Clippers
Braves.
fan first. I need you to do it because I don't
I'm
think
not a
I don't even
Clippers
think he
fan.
knows. You have not been caping this hard for the Clippers.
He's
and you're not.
I'm a James Harden fan,
he's
not a
James
Clippers fan.
Harden.
I don't got nothing.
Mood.
to do with
I'll ask you something.
I don't
something.
care
Even
about
if
nothing about that
you're,
argument.
even if you're not a Clippers fan, I want to. You should know this. You should know this. That's
Hello,
Hold on.
Andre.
Oh, that's your worst nightmare, nigga. That's DFJ, nigga. That's DFJ. That's DFJ. Your fellow Philadelphian.
Yeah, I'm removing that nigga. That was so corny. That was so corny.
Removing
Your fellow. Shut up, bitch. Your fellow Philadelphia. Anyway, Andre, you here to do the quiz too? Cause
Yeah.
Y'all looking like y'all finna take these L's. I'm
Corny as
gonna
hell.
start with Mood. I'm gonna start with Mood. Even if you're not a Clippers fan, you should know this. Which Clippers player has the most All-Star selections?
As a Clipper?
As a Clipper.
CP.
Okay. Elijah.
CP.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta be
Mood.
CP.
Okay. Mar.
I'm following the crowd. I'm going CP.
P5.
I'm gonna go Blake Griffin.
That's a good pick too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andre.
Good.
Blake.
Blake? Okay. All right. The rest of you niggas are some circle jerkers, but y'all were right. Chris Paul holds the record for the most All-Star selections. By a Clippers player with 6
I don't know
selections.
I don't know why you guys decided to be smart and go for Blake. It was
No, because my whole thing behind it was like, okay, if Chris Paul made the All-Star team every year, he was a Clipper. Blake Griffin technically played 2, I think maybe 3 more years than Chris Paul as a Clipper.
Blake made his rookie year. It's not a bad guess. Like Blake started.
Yeah, it's not a bad guess. I like that guess.
I don't think it's a bad guess. It's not a
Blake
bad
Griffin. That's all you need.
All right, next one. Who was the first Lakers Clippers player? Who was the first LA Clippers player to win the Rookie of the Year award?
The first one, so it's not Blake.
I doubt y'all gonna know this.
First Rookie of the Year Clipper.
Was what's his name? He was a power forward in the 2000s.
Was it Elton Brown?
Was it Elton Brown?
Elton Brown?
Oh, come on! You can't be. You supposed to let them follow the crowd. Don't be.
You show right. My fault. I'll give you a hint, and then I ain't saying shit else. Okay. All right, say less. Mar, you started off since you want to play.
Give me Danny Manning.
Who you got?
I said Danny Manning.
Danny Manning. Okay. Elijah. I mean, yeah, Elijah.
So respectfully, I don't fucking know.
Okay. P5.
Danny Manning.
Yo.
Andre.
I'm gonna say Corey Maggette.
It's not bad.
Okay. Mood.
I'm going with Corey too.
I'm going Bob McAdoo.
Not even lying.
Bob McAdoo.
Zeno, who you got? It couldn't be Bob McAdoo because he played for the Buffalo Braves. So, I don't know. I gave Elton Brown. That was my question already.
Okay. Terry Cummings was the first Clippers player to win the Rookie of the Year award in 1980.
Everyone else.
Bro, you're supposed to give us a hint, bro.
Everybody
blame Mar. Mar told me not to.
Everyone lost to the Cummings. That's crazy, man.
All right, we got 3 more. Who was the first Clippers player to be named to the All NBA first team?
Jesus.
First team.
All NBA first team.
Ooh.
The first team.
I want to say CP.
Yeah, okay. CP.
They didn't have wait. They didn't have All NBA in the 70s, right?
Yes, they did.
They did.
They did.
I don't think they did.
I'm going Bob McAdoo then.
Yeah, I'm going McAdoo too.
But didn't y'all say like he was a Brave?
McAdoo. Yeah. Mood. You say CP, right?
Yeah, he was a Brave, and then he went to
Don no CP.
They had All NBA throughout the entire 70s.
Right.
Okay. Mar, who you got?
If they had All NBA in the 70s, it's McAdoo.
Wait. Can I retract my word? Can I retract my word, please?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, yeah, okay. I removed myself because he never played for the Clippers. I meant to say I'm going CP. I'm going back to my CP.
So McAdoo never played for the Clippers?
Nope.
All right, then.
Now you trying to.
Wait, Casual. Is it Buffalo Braves / Clippers or just Clippers?
He played for the Knicks.
I could have an or.
I'm gonna say Bill Walton.
CP, Mar.
I'm just saying Chris Paul. He the only one I know.
Walton played for the
Okay,
Blazers.
Elijah, who you got?
Walton played for the Blazers. Where did Walton come from?
Bill Walton was a San Diego Clipper. Let's not get nasty, I know.
Oh yeah, San Diego.
Why'd you be like DeAndre or something?
I didn't hear you, Elijah. Say it again.
I got Kawhi Leonard, bro.
Okay.
Why'd you be DeAndre, bro?
Okay.
It's gonna be CP, isn't it?
P5, who you got?
Is it DeAndre Jordan?
Nah, who you got?
Okay.
CP.
All right. My real answer is gonna be Chris Paul.
CP.
Okay. Andre, who you got?
Yeah, CP3.
All right. Chris Paul was the first Clippers player to be named to the All-NBA first team, earning his honor in 2012.
However, though, I do want that point over Zeno for basketball history knowledge. He did not know Bill Walton was a San Diego Clipper. I just want to.
Well, I would like to argue that I would like to argue that I should retract multiple points from a lot of you niggas because a lot of you niggas sat here saying Bob McAdoo played for the Clippers.
Exactly.
We didn't say that.
Which Clippers player was the first to win the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award?
Can I answer first? I'm gonna say no.
Might as well get that to him right quick.
You said nobody?
I said nobody.
Okay. Elijah?
Stop going to me first, bro. Oh my god.
Nigga, P5 answered first, nigga.
Damn. I was over here, bro.
Answer the goddamn question.
I'm thinking, nigga. Damn.
All right, I'll come back to you. Andre.
I don't think it's ever happened.
I don't know.
It doesn't happen. I don't think it happened.
Yeah.
Zeno, you say no?
We gotta say nobody, bro.
Mood, you say nobody?
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
Andre, you say nobody?
Yeah, nobody.
Mar.
Nobody.
Oh, I'm trying to who would it be?
No one.
Nigga.
I don't think anybody.
It's literally right under your. It's literally right under your nose. It's right under your nose. Right?
Nothing. There's nothing under his nose. I mean,
it's Mo Bamba.
All right.
Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba.
I can't with you. No, Mar, it definitely was under your nose. It's the nigga right under you. Zeno was right. It's nobody.
Yeah, I was also right. I wasn't, I was also
nobody.
No. P5 answered it first.
No. P5 absolutely gets the point.
NBA history knowledge.
I'm from the future, bro. See, I'm from the future. After the Clippers win this year with James Harden averaging 36 and Russell Westbrook averaging 20 and 10. And Mo Bamba got the DPOY, so I was just trying to let y'all know.
Who was the first Clippers player? Who's the first Clippers player to win the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award?
The first?
Yep.
I know the most popular one.
Is it? No, I think it's the Trap. I'm gonna say anyway, Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford?
Yeah, we're going with Jamal.
All right, Andre.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody, so I'm gonna say
Jamal.
Did he win it on the Clippers? Yeah, he did.
No.
Yeah,
Crawford definitely won it. Crawford won it.
On the Clippers, or did he win it?
Yeah, no, he won it on the Clippers. He won it on the Clippers. I think he won it in 2013. I think he won it in 2013, 2012, one of those years. Crawford, yeah.
Jamal Crawford.
Okay, so is everybody riding with Jamal Crawford?
I'm gonna say Jamal Crawford.
The point goes to Zeno because he's absolutely right. Jamal Crawford was the first player to win the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award, receiving the honor in 2014. All right, last one. This one's for all the marbles. As it stands right now, Zeno is
running away.
No, absolutely not. You and T5 over here, boy wonder. Y'all got it tied up right now. This will be the tiebreaker though. Y'all tied up for real. Which Clippers player has the most all defensive team selections?
DeAndre Jordan.
That's crazy.
Is it crazy though?
Like,
is it? Or just
like they play for him?
Is it Chris Paul?
All on the Clippers?
Is it Chris
all
Paul?
on the Clippers?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chris Paul.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't say it first, but I think it might actually be Chris Paul. I don't know. It might actually be.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't even know, bro.
That's not a bad answer.
I just don't think it's DeAndre Jordan. That's why I don't think it's DeAndre. But I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say DeAndre Jordan in case I'm not.
It's
y'all niggas here.
Dwayne Wade. Final answer. Lock it in. Lock it in.
Wade is great.
I'm gonna say DJ.
You gonna say DJ?
Yeah,
Damn, you gave it to Zeno.
It was Chris Paul, wasn't it? It was Chris
Zeno
Paul.
when it was CP3. CP3 has CP3
You know what?
has
I'm not mad at it.
CP3 had CP3 had the most all defensive team selections being named to the team 6
We should get some
times.
Raptors questions in here.
I think if I'm correct, I want to say that's every year he was a part of the Clippers.
That's what I was about to say. It gotta be.
Yeah.
Like,
we need to get Raptors questions in here next time.
We do this every episode. All you got to do, P5, is just join up, and we do these quizzes every time.
All I'm saying is, I'm just that guy, you know. I don't know what to say to you. Thank you all for coming through to this quiz. Thank you all for coming through this quiz. It was nice competing with all the rest of the people here. We had Elijah, Justin, P5, Mar, Mood, Andre coming through. As much as I'm trying to mess around, but right now, thank you all for joining the show. I thank everyone in the chat even continuing to talk and all that type of stuff, even though Andre was hating on me in the chat. But thank you all for coming through.
That's crazy.
Thank you all for coming through. Have a good evening, and let's go.